Hi, welcome to today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about our report. So first, think about this. What are the characteristics of a report? Please pause the video and write down a few ideas so we can all share. Okay? Great, let's continue. Now, I want you to please read the statistics here. Which one do you think is the most important and why? Please think about this so we can all share during class. For me, one that surprised me is that the US accounted for over 70% of global almond production. I had no idea they produced so much almonds there. What about you? Let's continue. Okay, now we're going to go to student book page 92, exercise A. Here, we're going to match each of the graphs or charts with two of the sentences below. Please write the letters A to D next to the sentences. For example, number 1, the cost of renting a hive rose from $55 to $135 in 3 years. We know that is picture C, hive rental costs in dollars. Now pause the video and work on the rest, please. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Number 2, there was a decline in the US bee population of approximately 70%. Here is picture A. 3, the majority of almonds are grown in the US. This is B. 4. The number of bee colonies in the US fell by more than 70%. A. There was an increase in the number of hives worldwide of about 45%. D. The US accounted for over 70% of global almond production. B. Globally, the number of hives increased by roughly 45%. D. There was a rise of just over 145% in the cost of hives. C. Did you have the same? Great, let's go ahead and continue. Now, look at these sentences and think about this. Do we have exact numbers here? The bee population declined by more than 70%. Globally, the number of hives increased by about 45%. There was a decline in the bee population of over 70%. A rise of 145% in the cost of hives affected farmers. If you notice, in the first three sentences, we do not have an exact number. We have just approximate numbers. Only in the last one, we don't. We have a specific number. So let's go ahead and check this. We can use these expressions in order to give approximate numbers. We can say over or more than if it's bigger than the number we're saying. Nearly, almost, or up to if it's very close to the number we're saying. About, approximately, and roughly, more or less. And of course, we have under and less than if the number is minor. Now let's continue. Let's read the sentences again and think about what goes after the verb or preposition. Are we using a number or are we using a noun? Pause the video while you think about this. Okay, so let's see. In the first one, the bee population declined by more than 70%. We have a number. Globally, the number of hives increased by about 45%. Once again, we have a number. There was a decline in the bee population of over 70%. If you notice here, we have a noun. And a rise of 145% in the cost of hives affected farmers, we have a number. So let's take a look at this. We're going to use the preposition in after the verbs before nouns. And we're going to use the prepositions by, of, or to before a number or approximate number. Now, we're going to be talking about this a little bit more during class. Let's continue. Let's go to student book page 92, exercise B. Here, you're going to choose the correct preposition in order to complete the text. Also, write one of the words that we saw previously. Roughly, approximately, up to, etc. Let's see the first. Researchers are concerned about the decline. bee colonies? Since we have a noun, should we use in or by? That's right, we're going to use in. Now pause the video and work on the rest, please. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Some blame hard winters. In a normal winter, the number of bees in a hive drops by about 10%. However, in recent years, beekeepers have seen an annual fall of 30% in the number of bees in their hives. Some had losses of 50%, and some even lost 90% of their bees. Overall, the US experienced a decline of 70% in its total bee population. However, this problem does not exist everywhere. In fact, globally, there has been an increase of 45% in the number of hives, and honey production has also risen by 100% in the last 50 years. Did you have the same? Great. The expressions vary a lot in the one that you chose. You have different options. Now, for your homework, we're going to work on page 64 in the workbook, exercise B. We need to circle the correct preposition and once again complete the report with the expressions. About, approximately, roughly, over or more than, under, less than, or nearly almost up to. Now pause the video while you work on this. Okay guys, we're going to check this during our class. To finish, we're going to write a report during class. So please list at least 5 things you want to include in the report. You will be writing a report on the things about your work, university, or school. So you could talk about productivity, sales, the clients, homework, energy, people in the office, anything that you want to include. Just make sure to have this ready before class, okay? Okay, guys, I will see you then. Bye bye.